He really can't figure out why people don't like him, huh? Yes, you did that, Joe Biden, the highest gas prices in the history of gas, and he's responsible. He made it happen. He really did. And actually, he's wrong when he says this. There's so much he could do to turn this around. Joe Biden, you're wrong here.
There's a lot going on right now, but the idea we're going to be able to, click a switch, bring down the cost of gasoline is not likely in the near term.
His words would actually send prices dropping. They would plummet if he would start sending the right signals. But he doesn't want to do that because of all the crazy promises he made back in the campaign.
It's simply not true that my administration or policies are holding back domestic energy production.
Number one, no more subsidies for fossil fuel industry, no more drilling on federal lands, no more drilling, including offshore, no ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period. Ends.
Yeah, he said all that, and that's how he's governing. And man, he didn't say it just once. This isn't a misquote. This isn't out of context. This was the very theme of his campaign. He had to appeal to AOC and all those leftist lunatics who now run the party, who are now more important and even more powerful than he is.
Would there be any place for fossil fuels, including coal and fracking, in a Biden administration?
No, we would work it out. We would make sure it's eliminated. No more drilling on federal lands, no more drilling, including offshore, no ability for the oil industry to continue to drill, period. I guarantee you we're going to end fossil fuel.
What about, say, stopping fracking and stopping new pipeline infrastructure? And
no new fracking.
We are going to get rid of fossil fuels.
I've argued against any more oil drilling or gas drilling on federal lands.
No one's going to build a coal-fired plant again, and we're going to get rid of the ones we have now.
Have a transition from the oil industry, yes.
Would you be willing to sacrifice some of that growth, even knowing potentially that it could displace thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers in the interest of transitioning to that greener economy?
The answer is yes.
So if he came out and said, you know what, all that crazy stuff I said, I was wrong and we're going to fix it, that would be like flipping a switch. The prices would start coming down. But no, he's just really saying, like Bill Clinton did, I feel your pain. I know what this is like because 62 years ago it happened to me.
I know people are still hurting. I'm not unaware of it. As my dad would say, every time that price of the gas went up at the pump, guess what? It was a conversation at our kitchen table that mattered. It affected outcomes. It affected what we did.
I understand what it feels like. I come from a family where when the price of gas or food went up, we felt it. It was a discussion at the kitchen table.
You heard me say before, it would be a matter of great discussion at my kitchen table when I was a kid growing up. It's affecting a lot of families.
So this is his response. I know what it's like to see gas prices go up. But that's actually not true. The whole thing about around the kitchen table when he was a kid. Joe Biden is 80 years old, all right? So he's talking about his childhood, which was at least 62 years ago. And let's take a look at gas prices back then. From the time Joe Biden was born, they were 21 cents. They went up to, 30 cents. Were they really talking about that 9-cent increase over 20 years around Joe Biden's kitchen table? Of course they were not. It's just another lie. He lies like he talks, like he breathes. Muscle memory, it's what he does.